What's up, everybody? This is the greatest podcast interview on God's green earth. That's right. It's all ego, eat the page, and you're listening to Wrestling Cheers.
Taking your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. You want to go where you can see that troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. You want to go where you can see that troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name.
And welcome back to Wrestling Cheers, where everybody knows your name, especially during a rave. This is Wrestling Cheers. We like to go on things on Northeast Ohio independent wrestling scene. We preview shows, we review shows, and sometimes we even have interviews along the way. This is a preview episode for this Thursday's AIW show, Wrestle Rave. I am your host. I keep wanting to say heavy set, but no, this is Justin Summers, or just Summers, whatever. And we are brought to you by the Trending Topics Network, Midwest Territory, and Key On Sports. Please rate, review, and subscribe to wherever you listen to this podcast, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Podbean, WrestlingCheers.podbean.com. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Facebook.com/WrestlingCheers, Twitter.com/WrestlingCheers, and Instagram.com/WrestlingCheers. Email, if you so choose to desire, WrestlingCheers@gmail.com. And we have the merch store over at whatamaneuver.net. Like I said, this will be a preview episode for a Thursday show from AIW, Wrestle Rave, at the Winchester Music Tavern, 12112 Madison Avenue in Lakewood, Ohio. If tickets are still available, they are $20. Without any further ado, let's get into this preview. And first we have, maybe for the time being, we have Rick.
Hey, how are you? I'm a temporary placeholder.
Do we have confirmation? Like, what's exactly going on with that?
As far as I know, Pod Van Dam is on his way. He just sent me a message telling me not to rile up Dom on Twitter anymore. So I think he wants to. Get involved in that as well.
So basically, there might be 4 people on this show briefly. So we have myself, we have Rick, Ed, Pod Van Dam, young Ed, on his way, maybe. I'm not holding my breath just yet. And we have somebody that I needed on this show because there's a lot of people I honestly can't talk a lot about. And we have none other than Kayden.
Hello. I was told about this like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's true. Well, how often do you check Discord? Because I often ask, hey, who can do the show? And I get replies from nobody, except Rick.
I open it every day. I'm just always not responding because I'm terrible.
I give you credit, because I've often called you out for your no-replying bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not good at responding, I will admit that much.
But you didn't reply to the message, you just came straight to the chat.
I just jumped right in.
Like, I don't even know if Rick's seen you pop on. I'm like, fuck it. Like, I gave Kayden long enough. He's not coming on. That's fine. That's whatever. And
I needed to get my laptop, my mic, and my headphones. That's why it took so long.
Well, I gave you your mic, so you're welcome.
No, you didn't. Don't remember that.
You don't?
Never happened.
I have pictures.
Bought it myself.
I have pictures of that same mic.
It did.
That Kayden, he's quite a mark with that mic.
No. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Anyway. We're going to try something out a little differently. We'll see how quickly we can go through these matches. Instead of talking about 3 matches and then going over all of them, making picks, there's not as many matches that stand out. So we're just going to talk as much as we can about each match and move on. Try to squeeze as much. We might not have much to talk about, maybe a Parker Pierce Rex Brody match, but maybe that can be made up for the production versus Weird World and Session Moth. But I think I want to start off with, one of the last matches announced. We have a beardless Ryder Reed versus Victor Benjamin with Lady Frost, and this is the AIW debut of both Benjamin and Frost. Kayden, you have a little more expertise on these two than I do. I know I've seen them once, maybe twice, and I know them by face and by name, but I can't say much about them. can you tell us about Victor Benjamin and Lady Frost?
See, I know very little, but Frost has only been wrestling for 7 months, I think. I might get corrected on that. And Benjamin maybe like a year-ish.
Okay.
So both of them are still very, very new to wrestling. And they're from the Pittsburgh area, which is helpful in terms of getting here.
Oh, yeah. Lady Frost, didn't she have a WWE tryout at one point?
She did something on Raw once.
Oh, no, yeah. She did something on Raw. Was it Victor I thought one of them actually had an official performance.
Oh, yeah, no, she did have a tryout.
Yeah, she had an official
performance.
She
had a tryout, and didn't she have an enhancement match?
Yes, well? You would be correct.
Probably during maybe the Nia Jax days when she was throwing everybody around or something.
I think it was. Kayden, can we get confirmation? Because I think it was.
100%.
Okay.
I had to think about that one for a minute, because there's been a lot of indie names that have run through the Nia Jax squash match period of time there.
Well, Nia Jax, Braun Strowman, Ryback, if you want to go back as far.
People that we are familiar with.
I think even with Ryback, 2 of his first 3, I knew who they were. And that was Justin Maine and Bobby Shields.
You know what? Sorry to interrupt. Asuka. She got beat by Asuka. Jamie Frost.
Okay.
Yep. She was not ready.
So that's technically another one that went through opponents. Yeah, kind of free. Yeah, you are correct. So this is going to be interesting. Ryder Reed hasn't had many matches in AEW. How many one-on-one? Is this first or second?
He wrestled Eric at Rubber City Con.
Yeah, that was one of those pre-show unannounced matches, if you want to call that. Like maybe the convention matches that were a little bit spontaneous.
Was that it?
I don't remember as many from him. Normally they're scramble matches or tag matches.
Yeah, it's usually like multi-man things. I think this might only be a second one-on-one match.
So that will be interesting. Go against Victor Benjamin with Lady Frost in his corner. Who do you guys got winning this? I'm gonna go with Ryder Reed. How about you, Kayden?
I am also going with Ryder Reed.
How about you, Rick?
I know absolutely nothing of Victor Benjamin. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Ryder Reed.
I do think with Lady Frost on the outside, that can provide a little bit of distraction, but I don't know. I'm going to go with Ryder Reed because it's kind of like what you said. It's who I know. This match is going to be a good match. And I'm going to be sad that I am missing this show. My new job, I'm waking up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and I have to drive. So I don't want to wake up Friday and be tired as shit. So unfortunately, I'm missing it. So I will be missing Dominic Ringin versus Wes Barkley. Holy shit. I don't want to say Dom's going to kick Wes's ass, but this is going to be a fun one. And we ask at every Wes Barkley match, will the Barkley Brigade, Barkley Nation, Barkley Brigade, that's fucking Bishop Brigade, which technically, hey, they are together now. We have Wes Barkley with his manager's license. Does that mean? Does that mean Joshua Bishop could be in Wes Barkley's corner?
I would count on it.
You would or wouldn't?
I would count on it.
Okay. So, yeah, what do you guys think about Wes versus Dom? Start with you, Kayden.
I was just recently watching Zero. Cool. So, this will be my first time actually being at this venue. A little bit of a side note.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot about you being gone. Because you were always in our heart.
I'm looking forward to seeing this venue. But yeah, this will be a fun match. I think Dom's going to end up going over this one just because he has the big match Mania weekend.
That's true.
I'm not going to say what it is just in case. I'm not sure if it has been announced by this time. I'm excited for this one. I'm not going to rag too much on Barkley Nation, but it'll be good.
What do you think, Rick?
Well, as a member of Barkley Nation from day one, as everyone will tell you, and my revisionist history will now say, I'm aboard the Barkley train on this one. Dominic has been a bit underhanded, a bit heelish, if you will, in his approach to teaching some respect to some of these students. And I think it comes back to bite him here. I think maybe we might see Josh Bishop get involved in this one. Kayden, I believe the WrestleMania match has already been announced. I don't know if it was just Patreon or or what, but I think by the time this is all said and done,
you are officially part of Patreon. You can say it on this show. You're not held back.
Well, no, we have Josh Bishop and Dominic Guarini submit or surrender. Am I getting that right, Kayden?
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay.
More complicated version of an I Quit match.
Yes. Submit or surrender. I think that one's going to be nuts too, but that's a
it will be. Can
for
confirm.
a whole nother day. I think Wes Barkley gets the win. I think it's going to take Josh Bishop. I'm really hoping that Barkley shows us a little more. We had this discussion. I think it was the three of us on a former podcast where we were just tired of seeing Wes do one thing and stop and one thing and stop and look at the crowd and just. I want to see him string something together. I know Dominic wants to hurt him. I think genuinely 100% Dominic wants to beat something into that boy, and I hope that Wes is prepared for it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with Dom, too. Because I think that was unanimous.
Oh, no, I'm all about Wes.
Oh, yeah, you're all about Wes. Why did I say that?
Barkley Nation, OG, day one-ish.
That's what I was thinking more. Sounds like I'm flip-flopping, but no. You brought up a really good point about Wes. And if Bishop is there, then that also would motivate Dom even more going into WrestleMania weekend. So yeah, I'm going to go with Wes Barkley. Another match I'm going to be really sad that I'm going to miss. Zach Thomas versus Michael Austin Wardlow. Lately, Zach has been built more and more as I want to say badass, but he wasn't able to beat Kingston, but he's been able to hold his own for the most part against Kingston. And I think that says a lot. So now he's getting a shot against another big man, but maybe not as well defined. And I don't know what else you could say about it, but not as much. So that's where you have Michael Austin Wardlow. I just want to call him Wardlow, but I've been told that fucking people don't like it. But I think Zach Thomas might win this one. What do you think, Kayden?
I can see Zach going over in this one, but at the same time, I could also see Michael Austin Wardlow winning this one. It's an interesting little matchup here. Because both of them are still quite new.
Yeah.
And one have established themselves. But Zach's going off his match with Kingston, which if you have not seen this match, please go and watch that. It's very good.
Technically both matches with Kingston. Granted, I know the first one's not a one-on-one match, but when the other two competitors...
Yeah, the four-way match, I did forget about that.
When the other two competitors cancel themselves out, it's still a one-on-one match. What do you think, Rick?
Semi-counts.
Yeah.
I'm going with my boy Wardlow in this one. I think strap a rocket to that guy and put him in against the big guys. Zach Tom, the first time we saw him was the six-way scramble. He looked great in the six-way scramble. We all know what these bar shows are. They usually are the young guys or the guys that haven't had a lot of singles matches. Like we were just talking about, trying to remember the first Ryder Reed. This will be Wardlow's first singles match, only second that I know of in AIW. But I just think this is a guy. He's got that look. He's got the skill. He's so athletic for a big guy. Like the rocket, send him to the top.
I'm hoping in upcoming shows we see a little bit more from another member of that debut scramble match and Cabana Man Dan. And a cheap plug, as of you're listening to this, yesterday we released the Cabana Man Dan interview, so that'd be a good way to catch up on him a little bit. That's a shorter episode, much like him, but hey, it's easy.
Could we go back to all the reasons that we don't like Young Ed? We were just talking about that a second ago.
Yeah, why?
Oh, Ed, I didn't see you there.
How can I improve?
I did not see you come in.
It's a constructive criticism, I'm assuming.
We were taking Twitter questions, and then we were going to do a Fave 5.
I know about this. Your questions is probably what's your deal or what's your story? I just do something
what's your
like
story, bro?
So, welcoming him to the show, we have Young Ed, Pod Van Dam Ed.
Hi. It's been a minute.
Been a little bit.
It's been a while.
Almost as bad as Pat. Hadn't had him on since fucking October before he was on recently.
I couldn't even get Pat on her own show this week.
Yeah, and thank you for calling me and asking me if I wanted to fill in. That's appreciated.
It was gonna get there. I like to open it up to Mike Beater from Necronoma Pod first.
Dude, I was supposed to be on the show a year ago.
Yeah, but like I don't like I want you on Pod Van Dam. You know what I mean? Like I don't want you filling in. I want Pod Van Dam with Wrestling Cheers.
Well, see, you've mentioned this before about wanting to do that spin-off and call it Wrestling Frasier.
Yeah.
You know what's a better one? Because I know you're doing the whole Cheers Frasier spin-off, but you know what makes more sense? And it's a little bit of an NBC tie-in? Wrestling Friends.
Oh, but Friends sucked.
But no, it goes with Wrestling Cheers, Wrestling Friends.
Yeah, I get it, but like I mean, it'd probably be a good rip-off logo t-shirt. Wrestling fans love rip-off logo t-shirts, let me tell you.
Like Poppy.
And I did. They don't like that one. Nobody likes it but me.
Pretty much. Though,
what are we talking about?
We're talking about the card. We're just going over every match.
Oh, okay.
And just
so have we brought up that Rick's a crazy person? Have we got into that match yet?
We just finished that match.
Oh, Rick, you're nuts.
I picked Barkley to win. What's your take, Ed?
My take is you're making, now coming from somebody that's ill, I think you're making a lot of errors on Twitter. You're making Dom mad, and that's not good for you, and probably not good for Wes Barkley. Helping your boy out is all I'm saying.
Reverse psychology, perhaps. As a Barkley Nation member from day one, which everyone knows from day one, I was a member of the tribe of Barkley. I would not want to see Barkley get the living crap kicked out of him by Dom. That would just break my heart. Oh, excuse me, I had to wipe the sarcasm off of my... Oh, it was dripping from my lips. Poking the bear. I'm there. The thing that I like the most about them, the girls.
So pretty.
So pretty. So pretty.
And we don't want pretty girls to be around. Like, they're just so pretty and nice.
I just don't. I picked Wes. Day one. Barkley Nation. Day one, right here. This guy.
You're so in the groove of sarcasm, though, that I honestly, at this point, can't tell if you are being sarcastic or not. He's
a heel, man. He's a heel. You're not supposed to like the heels.
That's true. Cole Cabana wants you to boo the baddies and cheer the goodies.
That's where I'm at. And not to backtrack terribly, but other than the fact that maybe Dom just really wants to beat the shit out of Wes Barkley, I'm not sure where we're at with this match, other than using it as a device to get to Bishop and Dom at Mania, because it's like the Barkley Duke match. I mean, but people love Dominic, and more people probably boo Wes than boo Dominic routinely. So it's going to be a confusing bar dynamic.
Who is Thrift Store Jobber going to root for?
I don't know. I think actually Jobber's supposed to be in Dom's corner at one of the events at Mania. I forget what he was saying. There's so many gosh darn shows. Sorry, I get them all confused. I'm gonna. Ed, are you going to this?
I'm going to what? I'm going to a couple shows.
Are you going to the rave?
On the Wednesday.
The show that we're discussing currently.
I don't know if you're talking about like Bloodsport, the show you're referencing.
The show that we're currently talking about is Wrestle Rave by AIW. Are you attending that one?
Plan is yes.
Okay, then I'll be drinking Jaeger bombs with you all.
Remember when we had that idea of Ed going sober till WrestleMania?
How'd that work?
I don't remember that idea. I don't think that ever happened.
What are you guys talking about?
I don't remember it either.
Sounds stupid.
It sounds like a dumb idea.
Stupid.
Like that time you lied to me in Akron and said you only had water in your or no, you said you only had Sprite. You only had Sprite in your glass. And I said you're lying to me. But you were lying because there was ice in there. So I knew there was more than just Sprite in there.
And the fact that he was holding two all night long. Double fisting Sprite, man.
Listen, I'm probably never drinking at AIW again because John Thorne punched me. So
did punch you.
Did you deserve it though?
I don't know, man. I can't even tell you. I don't remember it happening. I had to read about it on Twitter and then ask people if that was true.
We need to have an intervention for you.
No. Ed's a lot better than no. I see no problem with Ed's behavior, and I'm there for him. If he needs something, I'm there for him.
I probably won't be. Actually, I won't be drinking at the show.
Do you have to work the next day?
Thursday night show's got to be rough.
And I'm like, drinking's going to be expensive Mania weekend, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And for that,
carry a flask. A bunch of them.
Give him ideas. What are you
I like
doing?
how he just went from remember when Ed was going to be sober to carry a flask.
Well, actually, that was you had to make it to WrestleMania weekend. So now we're talking about WrestleMania weekend. You're going to get fucked up no matter what.
Hi, this is a wrestling podcast.
Anyway.
I don't think I'll get as drunk as people think I'm going to get Mania weekend though, because we got like stuff in the morning that I have to wake up for.
Oh yeah, if you're going to the con with us to sexually harass Scarlett Bordeaux, then interview with.
Jesus.
I'm just sad because Ed can't meet the boogeyman.
Dude, I'm so bummed out about that, if we're being real. Like, I really wanted to get my picture taken with him where I'm resting, like, my head on his shoulder. And now it can't happen.
He was in Ohio last year. That's all I'm saying. You could have went. You could have went.
Listen, he'll be in AIW eventually. He's tailor-made for AIW. Are you kidding me?
J-Lit weekend.
God, I hope so.
Put him in the J-Lit, though, because he'd win it.
What would you do if he got announced for J-Lo? Like, what would your initial reaction be?
Oh, wow. I can't even imagine. Dude, I'd be so happy. Like, that would be the literal greatest.
On a scale of Triple H is your best friend to Poppy calls you on the phone, like, where would you wind up with that?
Way closer to the Poppy, for sure. Triple H having friends. He doesn't have friends. He has people that he can manipulate around him.
Anyway, let's get back into this preview. We'll catch you.
I was just gonna say, were we talking about Wardlow? I think we were talking about Wardlow when
I'm gonna catch you.
I got on here, right?
I'm gonna catch you.
We're
back.
discussing something.
I'm gonna catch you back up real quick.
Okay.
Ryder Reed versus Victor Benjamin. What's your pick?
Ryder Reed, that other guy is like a steampunk cosplayer. What a dork! Get him out of here.
Coming from the guy that goes to a con instead of a wrestling show. Okay, let's move on. Dominic Garrini versus Wes Barkley.
I'm picking Dom because Rick pissed him off.
And then we were talking about Zach Thomas versus Wardlow. I have Zach Thomas.
So me
or anybody. Like I don't even remember
I'll
where
go
we
right
are
now.
on picks.
Wardlow all day long. Are you kidding me? Everybody see him? Did everybody see him?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
How about
That's
you?
the dude. That's the dude. Everybody, just I would put all the belts on him. I'd give him every belt.
Go one state to the east, and
he's got the Ryback singlet. Like, oh man, he's doing everything right.
I said strap a rocket to that guy.
Am I right, Kayden?
He's very, very good.
Well, I'm saying the whole like put all the belts on him, like go one state to the east, and that's what happens.
Yeah. No one's gonna get that one.
There's
Except for
people,
maybe 2 people.
There's people out there that get it.
That's Wes. Never mind. Nobody heard me. Good.
How about you, Rick? You said Wardlow.
Oh yeah, I'm all about Wardlow.
What about you, Kayden?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wardlow.
I'll be the odd man out. That's fine. It's better than us all agreeing together. Oh, this would be the fun match. All Ego, Ethan Page, and Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham versus the Philly Marino Experience. Ed, you haven't been on here a while. Tell us about your love of Ethan Page and Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham.
Oh, Ethan Page is the greatest fucking wrestler in the world. I think everybody knows that, though. Yeah, I think this is actually the match that I really, really want to come for because, like, Ethan Page this first half of the year, right? From what they said on the AIW podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely don't want to. I want to see Ethan Page wrestle live. That'd be nice. So, I get the problem is though that they're up against PME, So I'm worried about. I'm trying to think how to say this nicely. I'll say who I'm not worried about in this match, and I'm not worried about Ethan Page losing it.
Okay.
But I might be a little worried about Dan losing it. Dr. Dan, sorry, I should show some respect.
Definitely.
Are we doing picks right now, or?
Talking about the match and throwing out picks, it's either or. Or
Okay.
both, technically both, but.
I guess if I have to pick, I'm going to go with Ethan Page. So I think Dan and Ethan are going to pull this one off.
How about you, Kayden?
I gotta go with PME. It's be a fun match all around, but PME is going into Mania weekend. Got again another big match. Same case as earlier.
Yeah.
I think they're getting the win.
How about you, Rick?
Yeah, this is Philly and Marino. You don't have to worry about all ego Ethan Page. I think it's going to be Dr. Dan that does not keep his eye on the ball.
How dare you? Breaking the number one rule. But I'm going to go with PME. I think the whole thing of what they're going into WrestleMania weekend, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this is the end of Ethan Page and Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham. Next up, we have the Fatal 4-Way match. Brian Carson versus Lee Moriarty versus Trey Lamar versus TKD. Not a whole lot to say about these guys. Lee Moriarty, this is obviously his second match in AIW. We didn't really get your thoughts on some of these newer talents, Ed.
Lee Moriarty was at the Akron show, right?
Yes.
Who else is in this match? And Carson, right?
Yeah, your favorite.
He's a great announcer. Okay. He's really good at color commentary. And then
Karate Dork.
Oh, the Karate Dork? No, not into it. Sorry.
No,
can't name what?
Taekwondo is not karate.
Yeah, but you can't name a guy TKD with a martial arts gimmick and not me. He's the Karate Dork.
But that's like saying the best Pokemon is Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, it isn't.
It's the same thing. It's anime. It's the same thing.
By Power Rangers logic. No matter what kind of martial arts they were doing on Power Rangers, they were karate experts.
Yeah. Tell Dom that it's just karate.
Dom asked me what they called it in Power Rangers. I'll have to tell him karate.
While you're at it, tell him a purple belt's almost as good as a black belt.
Is it? Where's a purple belt lay in the hierarchy?
I think it's third. It doesn't go purple, brown, black.
No, I never learned karate.
Black, like the color of Dom's heart.
Good doing.
When I was in Taekwondo, our belt system, because technically they all have their own belt system, it went white, yellow, orange, green, blue, red, brown, black.
Did you move backwards if you found one more aesthetically pleasing?
No. I've heard of purple belts in Taekwondo, but for some reason we didn't do it. I don't understand why. I just know our belt system, and then I know there's other belt systems that have stripes involved, so yeah, I am nowhere near an expert on that shit. Ask Don.
Have I talked about, did I talk about yet how good Trey Lamar is?
Especially when he bleeds.
What?
Yeah.
Deathmatch Trey.
Bleed Trey bleed.
What?
You loved it when I was chanting that, so bleed Trey bleed.
Deathmatch Trey?
He's been at Mid-South, right?
A couple times.
Yeah. Deathmatch King.
All right, man. I guess I'll pick Trey's going to win Carnage Cup 2019 then.
The Carnage Cup's not happening this year. Never again. It's done. It's done.
I thought he was gonna have the chance to win the Commonwealth Cup.
Something else that ain't happening. 2 for 2.
You don't know. I said it on Podbean. Damn, he could get a new wife to steal from in that time.
Jesus.
All right. Who do we
Enough
got?
of that.
Who do we got? Who do we got in this match? I'm gonna go Lee Moriarty. Who do you got, Rick?
I'm gonna go TKD just because Ed's not into him.
Who do you got, Ed?
Listen, the Karate Dork isn't winning anything. Trey Lamar is winning.
All right, Kayden. Are you gonna go with the flow and pick Brian Carson so we all pick one?
Nope. Going with Lee.
Aww. Poor Carson.
So good at commentary.
Next up, we have Parker Pierce versus Rex fucking Brody. Can only imagine that the new UXWA champion will be ringside with Parker Pierce, but I don't got much to say about this. I'm going to say this is going to be a win from Parker Pierce. Who do you got, Ed?
Listen, last Winchester show, Parker Pierce was very nice to me. So I'm going to pick Parker Pierce.
Last Winchester show, I left and you were on the floor.
I don't think this happened.
I actually have photo evidence with Ryder Reed picking you up.
So?
This probably happened. I wasn't even there, and I'm 100% sure this happened.
Who do you got, Rick?
Even though I was in the background of that photo with Ryder Reed picking up Ed, I don't think it happened either. I'll go with Rex Brody, and I have nothing to say about this man.
Caden.
I'm going to go with Parker Pierce.
Next up, we have Alley Cat versus Kylie Ray. Kate, wait a minute. Fuck, now I'm starting to fuck myself up. Kylie Ray, right?
Correct.
Not Kaylee Ray.
No.
That's a different...
She has red hair.
And that's a different continent.
She doesn't like Pokemon.
I like her more now.
What did I know of?
I don't know, probably does. Anyway, Alley Cat versus the Pokemon. Alley Cat's on a roll in AIW, a ball string. So I'm going to go with Alley Cat. How about you, Ed?
The Pokemon girls in AEW, right?
Correct.
I've been really trying to get supplemented by AEW to say nice things about them. So I'm going to pick her. And if you're listening, Tony Khan, hold me. I want
me instead.
I want your money. I
Give
want
me
money
money.
from you.
I need it more.
Talk about how awesome doofus Cody Rhodes is and how much I don't hate every time that someone leaves WWE. Someone tweets that stupid meme of Cody Rhodes with his stupid super hearing. It's all great. AEW, yeah, give me a check.
I need the money more. Give me the money.
They're just giving money away to people like who's this person they just signed?
No idea.
Exactly, but it was like they act like it was this big deal. They're just giving money to people.
You mean Alley? Not this Alley, but other Alley, or they're another signing. I don't know.
There's another one, but I also know they signed her. But I thought she was an Impact. I didn't know she wasn't.
No, she is, but I think.
Refresh me here for a second. Who are we discussing? Who's this new signing? Because I don't pay attention.
I don't know, man. My phone's not near me. Like I just saw them tweet out like their little All Elite thing with some dude I've never seen before ever.
Signings and bookings.
I hope it's him.
Signings, bookings.
Oh man, that's who.
He better be.
All right, who you got, Kayden?
I don't see Kylie Ray coming back, so I'm going with Alley Cat.
How about you, Rick?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the cat too.
Tony Khan, are you hearing these people? They don't pay them. Your talent like I do.
Don't look at his Twitter.
Don't check my Twitter. What are you? Don't
do that.
Don't check either of them.
Never. AE-dub.
The intense title match, Matthew Justice versus G Raver. I'm happy Kayden and Ed are both here because I'm not that familiar with G Raver. I know the name.
Death will happen.
Man, G Raver loves stabbing people in the head with tattoo needles.
It's the best. Let's go. Time for violence.
So, you two tell us your thoughts on this match.
Violence.
I want to see blood. I want to see lots of blood. I want to see tattoo needles. Oh man, whatever. Let's do it all. Saw boards.
Let's lose the venue.
Or go back.
Yeah.
I have light tubes sitting in my room. Let's go.
Oh, that's like I feel it's always in there. Like when you run out, you're like, oh, time to go to the store.
Yeah.
He's on the Amazon subscription model. They bring him a new case like every 30 days, whether he needs it or not.
No, he has one of those Amazon buttons that like he just
for
hits,
light tubes.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, need more light tubes. Hit the button. 2 days later, they're here.
Never know when you're going to need them.
2 days? I can get you a better light tube guy than that, Kayden. 2 days.
Do you
always need light tubes.
Do you got a light tube guy? Got a barbed wire guy?
He's got a guy for everything.
He's got a guy for getting guys. Not like that.
Guy.
Not like that, though.
Hey,
it's the 90s.
So what about with G Raver going up against Matthew Justice? Besides, we can expect death. How do you think Matthew Justice is going to compare to G Raver? Kayden or Ed?
Yeah, it'll happen. It's going to be real crazy.
They're going to beat the shit out of each other. They're going to jump out into the crowd. They're going to spend more time in the crowd than they are in the ring. If there's something to be broken, it will be broken.
Fans might get hurt.
To stab someone with, they will be stabbed with. Chairs will be broken. And pretty sure all the ladies that I'm bringing with me that have never been to wrestling before are going to fear for their lives, and that's the way that it should be at a bar show.
I'm here for it.
That being said, Justice gets the win.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Justice, too. How about you, Ed?
Yeah, I'm going to go Mad Justice. He's kind of on a roll going into Mania weekend.
And you, Kayden?
Justice retains, but G Raver definitely comes back after this.
Well, then what if Justice loses? G Raver's the new Intense champion, so then Justice is going into the WrestleMania match for the Absolute title. And what if he walks out? That's getting in the next week. We'll worry about that next week.
It's a different show.
And we'll know what the fuck happened here. And last but not least, we have the Production versus Weird World and Session Moth.
Their debut.
What the fuck is a Session Moth?
Okay, I'm not the only one who doesn't know. Great. Thank you, Ed.
I've only seen her from Janela's Spring Break last year. That's the only time I've ever seen this human.
Do you not know who she is, or do you not know what a session moth is?
I know who she is. I'm aware of her existence, but I don't know what a session moth is.
A session moth is someone that is like almost like a groupie. Like, will do things for booze.
Oh, an alcoholic.
Well, not exactly.
It's an Ed.
No. No.
I'm gonna look it up. We're in an Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary,
moth.
Maybe. That's what I'm pretty sure it'll say something to the effect of "will do things for booze."
In the meantime.
Got it. I got it right here. It's Irish slang for a woman who will fulfill a sexual favor as alcohol or party related, i.e., ecstasy as payment, or a woman always up for drinks or a sesh. I'm gonna say that she's more of the second. I don't think she's a prostitute for drugs or alcohol. I think she's a woman who likes to party and drink.
That's what it is.
So
she'll fit in with Worldwide. Awesome.
Every match you've ever seen her in, she's got a drink in her hand. She likes the cider, I believe.
Saw that gif of her grinding on that guy and his girlfriend getting very angry. Her front mostly.
Oh, well.
So what do you guys think about with this match with the production?
It's going to be fun.
Because this is also a newer version of the production that we've mentioned lately. And going back against the Weird World one more time, but adding in Session Moth. I mean, the reason why I saved this match for last, I figured that in between this and the Intense title match was what's going to be the main event. And I'm just going with the logic. Session Moth is on the first flyer. So the main event right here. I'm gonna throw out my pick. I'm going to go with, I mean, do you leave a bar show with the Weird World and Session Moth losing? I got to go with them winning. How about you, Ed?
I'm gonna have to go with the production because it's a new production and they're all fucked in the head now. It seems, judging by their social media, and I'm into it. I'm here for it.
How about you, Kayden?
I gotta go with Weird World and Session Boss winning this one. I don't see it. Wouldn't make sense if they lost.
How about you, Rick?
Couple things. I do think we're going to see Eddie Only's ass in this one. Session Moth. I mean, come on, seriously, it's going to happen. I do fancy Martina, so I'm going to go with Weird World and Martina.
All right.
You guys know Danhausen's wears a cape made of human skin, right? And you're all picking the party girl in the Weird World?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cape looks like it's made of people.
Hey, I'm a huge fan of the production, but this is the element for the Weird World and Session Moth, so
this thing could just turn into a drinking contest.
Yeah. And that'll do it. Any final thoughts or last minute plugs before we go? We'll start with Rick.
Nope. As always, wonderful. Ed, very nice to have you. Kayden, always a pleasure. And I'm looking forward to having some drinks with my good friend Young Ed on Thursday night at the Winchester.
How about you, Kayden?
Still boring. Social media, as usual, is KVR216. Whatever you choose to follow me or not follow me on.
Or block you.
That also works. Do that.
How about you, Ed?
We're on Twitter, at PodVanDam, and that's a podcast that I do every Sunday night, but most of you probably listen to it Monday morning, I'm guessing.
Yep. Covering
wrestling Twitter, so that is on a weekly basis.
And then you had the bonus episode that came out last week.
Yeah, I just found that on I was fucking around on my laptop and found that. And I thought all the old episodes were gone. And I said, let's just toss it up.
I mean, I guess it's technically not a bonus episode. It's just a flashback episode. I'd never listened to it, so it was still fun for me. So then, hearing older thoughts on things that have definitely progressed since then, and hearing Moy Boy talk a little bit more than I have heard recently. So that was actually fun. That's why I was like, dude, you need to come to a show so you can come back on the show. I miss you.
And Dixie Carter was on there with us.
I might have fast forwarded that.
What? You shouldn't have. She was desperate for money.
I was like, oh, there's 2 minutes left. All right, I'm done.
Bought a lot of Jeff Jarrett signed guitars. That's the Jeff Jarrett signed guitar. Mike Moy bought a lot of them. Bought them in bulk.
Any more on benefits of podcasting?
Nah, that's not my deal at all. I mean, I'm on it sometimes, but that is I should say that. We'll have WrestleMania weekend. Justin's gonna do a couple episodes covering NXT and WrestleMania for you guys.
Looking forward to it.
So I'm not gonna do that.
NXT wouldn't be that bad.
I'm here for Pete Dunne and Walter, but nothing really else excites me much.
And you can watch WrestleMania and just pretend they're all Japanese and they're a bunch of 6-man tag matches. You can get through a 6-hour New Japan show. Pretend it's 3 a.m, too.
Easy enough.
That's all you have to do. Don't go to movies because they're too long, but stay up really late for that New Japan show and watch all of it.
Just watch a bunch of boring Tanahashi matches.
Oh, stop it. That man's hair.
That's about it.
And of course, you can follow myself on social media at Heavyset330. Just much like you can find the show on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Facebook.com/WrestlingCheers, Twitter.com/WrestlingCheers, and Instagram.com/WrestlingCheers. Email, if you so choose to desire, WrestlingCheers@gmail.com. And we have the merch store over at whatamaneuver.net. Please rate, review, and subscribe wherever you're listening to this fine podcast, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Podbean. WrestlingCheers.podbean.com. Check out our friends on the Trending Topics Network, such as All Beer Inside, Eurovision Showcase, Old School at the Movies, and Wrestling with Altitude. Check out our podcasting friends, such as Pod Van Dam, Super Fantastic Podcast, The Road Home from Wrestling, Kick Out at 2, The IndieCast, Center Stage, So Bros Network, Big Gold Belt Podcast, The Spotlight Series, and I Got Your 5 Stars. And check out our other non-podcasting friends, such as Thrift Store Jobber, The Savage Dash, Set Tab Photo, PowerSlam.tv. Use Wrestling Cheers, all one word, and get your first month free. Ringside Shots Photography, Sickening Pictures, Wrestle Void, Key on Sports, Stay Tough, Midwest Territory, Southern Underground Pro, and the official graphic designer of Wrestling Cheers, Moy Boy Designs. That will do it for us here on Wrestling Cheers, where everybody knows your name. Even if you swore you would be sober all the way till WrestleMania. Later.
Swear is such not the right word.
Later.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot.